Thanks for tapping in with Streets Unleashed TV. We back outside as usual, and today we have Kennedy with us. How you doing, boss?
I'm doing all right. 2L, smoking L, all day long, every day.
There you go. Give them your full name.
My name's Lloyd Allen Kennedy, man. I'm from Auburn. I was born in Memorial Hospital in Bakersfield. Shipped out after 9.5 hours back out to Auburn where I grew up. Won a lot of championships. My name's impeccable. I got an uncle that played for, he was the last pick in the first round of the Yankees. Dealt over to St. Louis Cardinals. He resides in Oregon. His younger brother, Junior Kennedy, he's a little bit better than him. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. But he was drafted by Baltimore Orioles, dealt over to Cincinnati Reds, played with Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, Joe Morgan, all Hall of Famers. Mike Schmidt, Ray Knight. Ray Knight's old lady is the professional women's best champion of all time.
So you got athleticism. You got a lot of athleticism in your bloodline. Yeah. That's what that sounds like.
I don't do drugs. I play sport. But don't get me wrong. If I would have stayed playing sports, I wouldn't have been a drug addict, drunk, zero. You know what I'm saying? And get incarcerated when I lose my family and everything like that. Because I'm a man. I take full responsibility. Now, whenever they come and get me, no, they got to come and get my dad. My dad, he was invited to Dodger Stadium. I was invited to Toronto Blue Jays. I went ahead and got a keg, a 30-pack. I said, why a 30-pack? I said, well, there's three girls at the 7-Eleven that wanted to follow me.
Now, Kennedy, let's get into your story, bro, because you were already off camera chopping it up with me. And outside of all the athleticism in your family, it sounds like you got a real deep story to tell, bro. How did you end up out on the streets, and how long have you been out here for?
What I did was I thought I'd take my family and flip the script and take what I grew up with, where I was from, and what I went through, and make it better. My ex-wife decided, hey, you know what? You know what I mean? Like, I love you so much, you're going to have to take a different route. So I went and took a different route. I went 17 years. I started getting incarcerated. When she was with a cop, I don't blame the cops. The cops are the fault.
Go ahead, you good, bro.
But yet, my 4 kids is the main ingredient. So I say, as long as we do everything that's right for our kids, and everything good for them, good for me. But boom, I get thrown in the pen. The system is made for me to fail. I've been failing ever since. You know, the judge said it right next to me. I said, well, why is the judge gonna fail? He said, no, you gonna fail. And so I have failed. I go homeless. 17 years, I ain't got nowhere to go. I sleep on the ground. Everything like that. I drink, yeah, to try to substitute the time. You know what I mean? I'll do occasional drugs, but I can't hold it because then all of a sudden, if I'm holding, then I get paranoid. You know what I'm saying? I get shot. That was the best thing that ever happened because that's the last thing that happened to me recently in 2023.
You mind getting the details on that, Kennedy?
Okay, I'm trying to do what's right. I go into a casino, I get kicked out. I'm 50 years old, and I gotta have an ID. So all of a sudden, boom, Uber shows up. A taxi shows up, Uber leaves. Then it's raining. It's raining hard. You know, it's pissing on me, man. And so I jump in the taxi, I come back to town. 100 cars follow them out of town. Guys give me a fake $100 bill. They exit out and circle it, but like way back in the day, if you see that on the wall, they coming for you. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, boom, the dude jumps a curb. He's trying to run me over. I said, man, how you did it? Homeboy's like, handle that. Handle that. So I go over there. I said, man, I'm ever going to handle it. And then I get rid of him. He slows down. He shows up. I said, okay, me and you. I said, okay, you're going to leave, jump in the ride and run away. That's fine. I'll smoke an L with a friend of mine. I walk down the street all the way to the end. I said, I got to walk 4 more miles. I said, I better get some rest. You know what I'm saying? I said, nah, if I rest, I'm going to be more tired like that. You know what I'm saying? I started to stand up. The SUV comes over me and won't quit. He go over his left shoulder with the rifle. He got an arm on him like that, like a recital. It's like if I'm reading from the Bible. He looks at me and smiles and boom, pulls the trigger.
Where'd it get you at?
Hit me right under my chest. It's a good thing I was rising up, so So I rised up and I went right at him. He bounced. You know what I'm saying? I heard zing, 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 zing. So I looked like if I was out at the barracks. You know what I'm trying to say? And they took the barracks away, but I heard them way back in the day. I heard they took the yard from me that day. And then I ain't gonna lie, as they opened up the sky, and as my soul will fly. You know what I'm trying to say? I wanted to stay to the ground.
You mind showing the scar where you got shot at?
What's that?
You mind showing the scar where you got shot at?
One more inch higher, it would have ricocheted off my bone right here, and when it went higher, would have went through my heart, and it was gone. That's what they say. I'm always been along a ways. I said I'll never be gone. I said I always live.
Oh, you got some bars in you. You got some bars, huh?
That's why.
It sounds like you got a little flow to you.
Well, I chopped off my arm. It went to bone for bone. They broke two of my arms. No, they broke it twice. That was the cop that's the knife dislocated my knee. And I said, oh yeah, I won't say it twice.
Okay. Now, you're mentioning you had kids and grandchildren.
That's right.
How many kids and how many grandchildren do you have?
My daughter, she's up top. She's 31 years, so she's the cream of the crop. She's a teacher. And if you know what I don't get got,
Let me check.
understand she got 3 sons. She want a daughter. Pray for me.
We're definitely going to ask the subscribers and the people in the comments and everybody watching this to most definitely pray for you, bro.
My oldest son built swimming pools like that. His girl got 2 daughters. He said this and that. And then she got a daughter. No, she got 3 more. No, she got 1. And I said, under the sun, though, that's my granddaughter. And she's 3 years old.
Now, what's a typical day like out here for you?
I walk until I drop, until it gets cold.
What brings you happiness out here?
A familiar face. I don't know nobody's name. I don't even look at their race.
Okay. Police give you a hard time out here?
They're the worst things for me. A homeboy when we was talking, he said, hey, what's up, Big G? I said, not too much. He said, I hate the cops. I said, they motherfucking never been on peace. Excuse my language. Excuse the sky. I said, excuse to Jesus Christ before my mind. I said, because I said, if it's chopping edit, I shouldn't say that out loud.
Okay. Look, Kennedy, I got bars as well. Is it heaven or hell? This is Streets Unleashed TV. I wish them all well. You got a story to tell. That's why I'm out here right now. No fear. I want to hear your whole entire get down. So let's get back to the interview, bro. No more bars. Let's get to it. How you manage to stay safe out here?
Stay safe. I walk with no weapons. I walk with no scars. The scars that I stick with, I never think in my mind. You understand? I try to treat people the way in kind. I try to talk to people and be kind to people that is I would want to be kind to. I can not to stutter and edit. I said I would never give me no credit. If I do what I do, just leave me alone. In Espanol, this is a sad ass song.
You ever mess with the music? It seemed like you had some sort of music career at one point in time because you rap and everything. I can't get a response out of you without the rap in it.
Not to interrupt, sir. I stood on the curb. This girl she was Mexican and she was from Bakersfield. I like to take it to the 9th road, drop you off on the 5th at Capitol Records in LA for sure. That's where I go. I looked at the limelight though. I looked at how big it was and I said, I gotta go. I said, I can't stay here. I can't live here. By the time they said 5 more minutes before you get on the bus before we leave your ass.
That was about to leave you, huh, Kennedy? Well, look, Kennedy, let me get an honest response out of you, man. What's a typical day like out here for you? How you make your money?
The Lord asked me to help, and the Lord will help me and lean on His shelf. If you lean on the Lord with all your understanding, you never understand nothing, and you'll be on the grounded enough. I said it wrong. I said lean on no understanding, and you'll never be wrong. If you trust in the Lord, all your needs will be met. I tried to help, man, and that's a bet.
So, Kennedy, look, outside of rap, no more raps for me, please. What's some of the craziest or wildest stuff you seen out here, man?
I seen a dude stab his old lady. and throw her in the trash
Tell me
can.
about it without no rap though. Tell me about it though.
I
Like,
seen a dude stab his old lady to death, man. I seen a trash can, man, throw her in the can.
how long ago was this?
It was about 5 or 6, 7 years. That was probably about 10, 11 years ago.
And where was this
There
at?
was a dude that hung a dude, and then he got hung and thrown in the building for show. It was on the same night. Airtight.
Okay. Tell me about that night with no rapping though, because the interview's weird with all that rap.
I know I'm trying to put my words together deep.
I
I'm just
appreciate you
saying,
still
if I'm
though.
trying to lay down and go to sleep, if I can't do anything else but to weep, I said the Lord in his righteous right mind hand as he keeps all my tears in his hand.
Well, I can tell that you're a spiritual person and you
I
put
was
your
up,
faith
I
in the
was up,
Lord,
I
right?
was up, I was a man. I sat there with the pig. I sat up on the bluffs. A dude got stabbed to death on the trench coat. What's up?
So Kennedy, what happened with the female that you're mentioning that got stabbed? And try to tell me without rapping.
God bigger than me. God already handled that.
And then you mentioned something else happened that night as well.
Yeah, dude got hung, and the dude got hung as well. By the wishing well, I will never say on swell. I said it's drier than 10 nights and 40 years. In the wishing well, I said in the
So did the
desert for
dude
sure.
did the dude hang himself or how did that happen?
They was hanging out. They was screaming to shout. They was hollering and what's up and what's up right now. But if one dude gets hung, the other does too. And if you die and within 365, you're gone, fool. And that's my life, and that's the way I believe it. If you get shot in the head, you better believe it.
So Kennedy, you still didn't explain how the dude got hung, man. You're on your rap tip right
Well,
now.
my neighbor said you next to a heathen. You know what I'm trying to say? If you're on PCP, you understand me. Understand? No, you don't understand. This is how it goes, G. You get hit. It's a 22 rattled around in your brain, and you is through. And that was my friend, and that was my neighbor, and I wouldn't let him get close to the dirt. I can't move the yard because there's no grass. And I hope for the best for his family on bless.
Kennedy,
I said I never finished twice. I never finished second because I won't finish last.
Kennedy, do you have any future plans, man, where you see yourself in 5 years from now without rapping? Try to give it to me.
I thank the God and love you, God. Thank you, God. Lord, and my good Lord willing and my witness. I never think 24 hours as I forgive this. I won't lean on the past. I have no future and I don't lean on that. So I live for the present day, every
Okay.
day. It's not give rap and it's never going to say, I try to do my best. I try to give a valiant effort.
So let me
24
ask you
hours
this.
is that's how I live it forever.
So you're not really concerned about the future, you just living in the present.
Yes, sir.
I understand that. I understand that. Do you have any regrets in life?
Sorrow is the word that I like to borrow. We're going to borrow time and I won't say tomorrow. I love regrets. No, I don't love at all. I say give a hug to them all.
What advice would you give your younger self knowing what you know now?
I have no advice or opinion. If I speak, that's on my mind and I ain't going to say that what I say don't mean something. But if you listen to me, don't call me a chump, punk, chump.
That's the advice you'll give your younger self?
No, because I got 3 sons and 3 grandsons
What would you tell your
that I
sons
never
then
even
without
see,
rapping?
man.
What would you tell your sons, like talking to them without rapping? What would you tell them on some real spill?
If everything's good, they good. Anything bad come to me, I'll make it right. You know what I'm trying to say? That might be a recital airtight. That might be instead of a poem, it might be a riddle.
So that's what you'll tell them, Kennedy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, well, it's been a pleasure rapping with you, literally. I wish you the best. I'm gonna ask everybody to keep you in their thoughts and prayers.
Please pray for me. Please pray for me. Please
And
pray for me.
you stay strong out here, okay, bro?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for taking time out with me.
Yes, sir.
Streets Unleashed TV.